All praise to God. Welcome to our channel, and thank you watching this video. This playlist is completely for how to make diseases disappear, and how to help your body heal itself, and how to self-heal your mind, body, and soul. In the previous video, we discussed about sneezing and runny nose, common cold, chest cold, cough, asthma, wheezing, NOSE blocking, TB, vomiting, and dysentery and fever. If you're not watched that video, please go and watch the video. Previous video link is available in the description. Kindly have a look, and if you feel these videos are useful for you, then support us. If you think this playlist is useful for others, then share the video. Come, let's go to today's topic. Vaccination. Is it good or bad? All of us know that when a child is born, vaccination is given to it on the day of its birth. What does a vaccine contain? We may think that a vaccine for a particular disease contains a medicine to destroy the germs causing that disease. This is not true. A vaccine for a disease will actually contain the germs which cause that disease. It will not contain any medicine to destroy the germs causing that disease. How many of us know this fact? For example, let us consider polio drops. By administering the polio drops, we actually send the live polio virus inside the body of the child. Similarly, taking measles vaccine is nothing but sending the processed measles virus inside the body of the child. There are many types of vaccines. In some types of vaccination, live viruses will be sent into the body. In some others, dead viruses are sent in, and in some others half-dead viruses are sent into the body. Therefore, a vaccine does not contain any medicine at all. It contains only the virus causing that disease. Many of you will be astonished to know this fact. How can you call it a vaccine for a disease if it contains the virus causing that disease? A newborn infant will not know anything at all. It will not even know that it is a human being. It will not know whether it is a male or female. Then how do we dare to send a virus that can cause a disease into the body of such an innocent child in the name of vaccine? The reason behind this act is the fact that the human body has an inbuilt intelligence. Whenever any germ comes into the body, our body will check and ascertain whether it is a good germ or a disease-causing germ. There are thousands of good germs that enter our body. Our body will not do any harm to these good germs. It takes action only against those germs which can cause diseases. Disease-causing germs are also called pathogens. If our body detects any germs that can cause disease and harm our body, all the body parts such as thymus gland, liver, spleen, bone marrows, kidneys, etc. will research together and determine what type of medicine is required to destroy the disease-causing germs, and then find out what types of raw materials are required and in what proportion to prepare this medicine. Thus, our body will first prepare the formula for this medicine. What is a formula? If we want to prepare soup, we need the knowledge about what ingredients and what quantity are to be used and how these materials are to be mixed and heated up for preparing the dish. A person who does not know this formula cannot prepare soup. In the same way, our body parts act as researchers and doctors and do their own analysis, find out a formula, get the raw materials required by the formula from the blood, mix up the raw materials properly, prepare the medicine, apply the medicine on the disease-causing germs, and destroy the germs. Thus, vaccine is being applied throughout the world based on the fact that all the human beings have the natural ability in their body right from their birth to destroy the disease-causing germs. Disease-causing germs are sent into the body in the name of vaccination. The body learns by destroying those disease-causing germs. Any doctor will tell you that vaccine contains only the disease-causing germs, and that vaccination is done for giving our body the ability to destroy those germs. But how many of us, the common people, know these facts? If we do not know even these basic facts, how can we know anything else about our body and about the world of medicine? Vaccination is done only during the childhood. Vaccination is not done for adults. The reason is that a newborn baby has 5 things in proper condition. As we grow older, due to our bad habits, some of these things could become bad. We will explain these 5 things shortly. Our body will have the ability to destroy the disease-causing germs only when these 5 things in our body are in proper condition. So, we need to analyze and find out what is there in the body of a newborn baby that may not be present in the body of an adult. When a disease-causing germ is sent into the body of a newborn baby in the name of vaccine, the body is able to destroy that germ. But adults get various diseases. Let us find out why it is so. If our body has the ability to destroy disease-causing germs, then why do we get diseases such as chikungunya? The reason is that when we are young, 5 things are in proper condition, and now 1 or 2 of these 5 things may not be all right. Therefore, we should understand that diseases are not caused by the disease-causing germs. Due to some deficiency in our body, complication arises in the preparation of medicine, and our body struggles to destroy the disease-causing germs. Therefore, The disease-causing germs should not be blamed for the diseases. We need to know what are the things needed to be set right in our body and correct them. If we analyze and act in this fashion, we need not have any fear about any disease-causing germ. Let us imagine that our body is the mother. Our blood is the kitchen. The ingredients in the blood are the materials in the kitchen, and the medicine to destroy the disease-causing germs is the soup. If any material needed for preparing the soup in the kitchen goes bad, we cannot consume the soup prepared with that material. In the same way, when a disease-causing germ enters into our body, if the materials needed to prepare the medicine to destroy it have gone bad in our blood, then that medicine will not work properly. Consequently, the body will not be able to destroy the disease-causing germs and we get the disease. This is the reason number 1. Now please tell me, did the disease occur because of the disease-causing germ, or did it occur because a particular item in our blood is degraded in quality? In our treatment, we are going to learn about how to improve the quality of the degraded material in our blood. Therefore, from now on, we need not take any medicine or tablet to destroy any disease-causing germs. Reason number 2. Let us assume that one item required to prepare the soup is not available in the kitchen. If soup is prepared without this particular item, no one can consume it. Similarly, when a particular item needed to destroy disease-causing germs is absent in the blood, or it is in less quantity, our body faces difficulty in preparing the needed medicine. Therefore, the germs cannot be destroyed and the disease occurs in the body. Now please tell me, did the disease occur because of the disease-causing germ, or because one specific item is not available or is in insufficient quantity in the blood? There are some very easy methods in our treatment to get the missing items in the blood and to get sufficient quantity of the items which are in less quantity in the blood. We are going to learn these methods. By learning these and regulating our body, we can save our body from disease-causing germs. Reason number 3. Depending on our height, weight, and age, there is an ideal quantity of blood needed in our body. The quantity of blood in our body should be this optimum quantity. If the quantity of blood is less, our body will not fight against the disease-causing germs. Therefore, the disease occurs because the quantity of blood is less and not because of the disease-causing germs themselves. Once we understand this principle, we are going to learn to keep the blood in our body in an appropriate quantity. Thus, we can free ourselves from diseases. Reason number 4. If our mind is affected, we cannot destroy the disease-causing germs. There is a close relation between our mind and our body. Whatever our mind thinks, our body will obey. When we get fever due to a virus, our mind is overcome with the fear that we got a disease. If we think that we can cure this by using medicines and tablets alone, then our body will not cure the disease on its own. If we are confident and fearless and think, my body is intelligent, it will surely cure the disease, then only our body becomes capable of curing the disease. You might have seen several people who do not take any treatment for any disease, yet they remain healthy. The reason behind this is only their mental confidence. Our mind is the one that makes all the parts of our body function. For example, when we are happily sitting after eating the food, if someone says that a lizard had fallen in that food, we start vomiting the very next second. Why did the stomach, which was digesting the food all along when we did not know the fact that a lizard had fallen in the food, suddenly start vomiting the food? What we understand from this is that our mind, if it wants, will digest the food, or it will stop the stomach from digesting and cause it to vomit the food. Therefore, if we have fear in our mind after we contract a disease, our body will not cure the disease. This is the 4th reason. Our body has its own intelligence. This intelligence is the one which destroys the disease-causing germs. It is possible that this inbuilt intelligence of the body can get affected. When the intelligence present in the body gets affected, we will get disease from the disease-causing germs. This is reason number 5. What we understand from all these is that the body does not get disease from the disease-causing germs. We get disease only because either an item in the blood has gone bad, or an item in the blood is absent, or it is in less quantity, or the quantity of blood itself is less, or our mind is affected, or the intelligence of our body is affected. Therefore, if a person does not get any disease from the disease-causing germs, then it means that all these 5 things are in good condition in his or her body. If a person gets a disease due to the disease-causing germs, then it means that one or more of these 5 things are not proper in his or her body. We cannot agree that disease comes only due to disease-causing germs. If it were true, then doctors would be the ones to get more diseases, because every day they come close to many patients affected by germs. The germs spread through the air coming from the body of the patients and through the things they touch. How is it that the diseases do not affect the doctors? If it is true that diseases come only due to the disease-causing germs, then the same disease should affect all the people in a house. Now, just think why. Out of 10 people in a house, the disease which affects 8 persons does not affect the remaining 2 persons. This may be due to all the 5 things being in good condition for those 2 people. Therefore, instead of researching on the various types of disease-causing germs in the world, naming them and making them famous, if we understand the simple secrets of how to maintain the 5 things in our body and keep them all right, we will not get any disease from any germs. What is a disease-causing germ? What is its shape and size? Many germs will not be visible to the naked eye at all, till now. No one has seen them even through microscope. Several millions of disease-causing germs are always present in the air we breathe. Every second, we take inside our body millions of disease-causing germs through the air we breathe. Therefore, please do not have any fear about the disease-causing germs. If a person has all the 5 things mentioned above in proper condition, then he will not get any disease from any germ, even if we get fever, etc. if we understand what we have to do in such situations, as explained in detail in this book, and follow them, we can conquer any germ without consuming any medicine, tablet, or seeking any doctor's help. The vaccine contains only the disease-causing germs, but the best vaccine for a newborn baby is its mother's milk. Mother's milk is the world's best vaccine. A mother, through her milk, gives to her child the secret formula about how she and also her ancestors during their lifespan have cured all the diseases. If a newborn baby is given only the mother's milk for the first 3 to 6 months and brought up without any vaccine, medicine, etc., that child will be more resistant to disease than any other child in the world. Thus, if a disease-causing germ is sent into a newborn baby in the name of vaccine, that child's body, instead of gathering the huge knowledge coming through the mother's milk, fears about the germ in the vaccine and prepares to give treatment for the germs in the vaccine. Therefore, the body will be secure against that particular disease for which the vaccine was given, but it will be afraid of the other diseases. So, giving vaccination to children will in fact reduce their resistance to diseases instead of increasing it. Vaccination is a method of sending the disease-causing germs into the body. The moment the body sees a germ, it performs 4 functions, namely helper, killer, suppressor, and memory. Phlegm is a helper. Initially, the body creates phlegm and sends the disease-causing germ out of the body through the phlegm. Phlegm is a vehicle for sending out the germ. This is why we often catch cold when we drink water from a different source. We will see the reason for this in detail in this playlist in the section on the method to drink water. If the body is able to send the germ out of the body using the helper called phlegm, it is satisfied with its job done. But sometimes, some germs, instead of going out along with the phlegm, will start pulling back the phlegm into the body. In such a case, the body will create a medicine called killer and destroy the germ. This killer is a protein. Once the killer medicine destroys the germ, its job is over. Now, our body prepares another medicine called suppressor for destroying the killer medicine. This suppressor medicine makes the killer medicine powerless because it has served its purpose. Our body, after generating the 3 medicines, namely the helper medicine called phlegm, the killer medicine to destroy the germs, and the suppressor medicine to remove the power of the killer medicine, performs the 4th function called memory, wherein it records the formula by registering its experience as, I saw a disease-causing germ in some of the cells. Its intensity was this much. I sent the following medicines to destroy it. The germ was killed through this action. The mission was successful. Henceforth, whenever any germ of this type enters the body destroys it by taking quick action as it is ready with the formula. Just because we have now learned about vaccination in detail, let us not assume that it is good for our body. Definitely, vaccination does not do any good to our body. Let us now see the reason for this. It is to be noted that whenever disease-causing germs enter our body does the 4 functions, namely helper, killer, suppressor, and memory. So, it is not that our body does these functions only when vaccination is done. A mother's body will have in its memory the accumulated knowledge of all the formulas about how it destroyed various types of germs throughout her life. Not only that, it will also have in its memory all the knowledge about all the germs that were destroyed by her mother, grandmother, and several previous members of her generation. This knowledge present in the body is called the immunity against the diseases. The mother sends this knowledge to the infant through her milk. This is called transfer factor. Therefore, mother's milk is the biggest and most effective vaccination in the entire world. If an infant is brought up without any medicine and vaccination and only on the mother's milk for the first 6 months, that child will live with the strongest capability to fight all the diseases throughout its life. There is a story in Hindu religion about how Lord Ayapana was cured from Disease by his mother by giving him tiger's milk. Tiger's milk here does not mean the milk from a normal tiger. Here it means the milk from a tiger taken immediately after it gives birth to a cub. It is called Janu. Only that milk has the knowledge called transfer factor. The pharmaceutical companies, on understanding this scientific fact, are worried that their business of selling medicines will not thrive if infants live a healthy life by consuming only the mother's milk. That is why disease-causing germs are being sent into the bodies of infants in the name of vaccination from the first day of the birth. When the body of the infant is engaged in fighting to destroy the germs that come through the vaccination, it will not be able to store the knowledge that comes through the mother's milk. Therefore, vaccination is nothing but a tool that destroys the ancestral knowledge of our body to fight the diseases. Thousands of people have already been affected by vaccination and died in various countries of the world, consequent to the struggle by a large number of people. Vaccination was totally banned in India for a few years. Government of India conducted an investigation on this by appointing Royal Commission of India. However, through some malpractice, the practice of vaccination has been started again in India. Through publicity using radio, television, newspapers, and other media, public are misled to believe that diseases such as polio, smallpox, etc. have been eradicated through vaccination. However, the scientific fact is that vaccination is not good for the body. In the next video, we will going to cover important topic: what causes cancer. Stay tuned, we'll meet up soon in the next video. I am sharing the information according to my knowledge and only for the educational purpose. Our motto is, I am a world citizen. Every citizen is my own kith and kin. Thank you for watching this video. We are not alone in this journey.